So redesigning a website is something that a lot of companies go through at one point or another in their company. And there's one key mistake that a lot of people make when redesigning their website. And I'm going to talk to you about that today. So the biggest mistake that people make when redesigning their website is that they don't actually take into consideration the SEO aspect of what the existing site has already actually done for their business. And that is comprised of a couple different things. The first thing and the easiest thing to explain is if you have a 25-page website or a 30-page website right now, you really want to make sure that you have everything set up on the new website that you're going to be redesigning that is an apples-to-apples version of what you have today. Because a lot of times those other pages on the website are driving traffic and ranking for keywords that if you just try to redesign it, and let's say a lot of times people will come to us and be like, hey, I just want a couple page website, or maybe I want an 8-page website. And they think that, obviously less is more, but they think they're going to be able to get away by doing that. You have to take a lot into consideration because you don't want to lose the traffic and you don't want to lose the juice that your website is already producing because it's gotten you up until this point. So the goal should be for you to build an apples to apples website with what you have today, assuming that all 25 to 30 of those pages on the website are actually quality pages that are driving traffic and ranking for its own set of keywords. Now, for example, if we get under the hood of a website, or if you're taking a look at rebuilding this website and you see that most of those pages are irrelevant or they're not quality or whatever reason you might take into consideration that they're just not needed, then just having 404 redirecting from that old URL back to the homepage of the website will get you where you need to go. But a lot of times where people get this wrong is they'll go from a 25 or a 30-page website down to a 5-page website or an 8-page website and not truly understand that they were actually ranking for certain keywords and getting traffic from some of those pages that they're now just trying to wash away. So the biggest mistake that people are making is that they're redesigning a website and they're going with less than what they currently had to get to where they're right now in business, or right now where their SEO is at, or digital marketing, or all of those things. And so I don't want you to make that mistake. And it's something that most people don't think about because in reality, you're going to see probably a little bit of a drop off immediately when you redesign a website. But if everything is buttoned up on the SEO side of things, if everything is tied together, you'll see a massive uptick when things are back, in a very, very short period of time. But so you're already going to see that drop off. You don't want to have something that's going to be a consistent drop off for months, if not years at a time, because you decided to go with a smaller website and not take into consideration what is already out there. Now, again, this is for a company that's probably been around for a couple years. Maybe they've started to do SEO, so they have those extra pages on their website, and they don't think about the repercussions of what it means to have a large website, go down to a small website, and figure out that gap in between of where everything else is at. Now, there's a variety of ways in order to get to the end result of what you're looking for, which is a minimal drop off in traffic and keyword rankings when redesigning a website. But it's not a simple and easy equation in order to get to that end result. So if you're a company and you're looking to redesign your website, feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to leave a comment, head over to AdamMcChesney.com, fill out that information. We can schedule a call with our team and kind of just discuss where you're at in your journey. Again, if you have a very, very small website right now, or if you don't have a website, or if you know this stuff, then great. Feel free to, obviously try to tackle this on your own. But if you're looking for expert guidance, make sure that you do your due diligence. And if you're hiring a company, make sure they understand the repercussions of what redesigning a website actually means. So often we see people get a redesigned website and they'll work with a company that doesn't understand SEO, and they'll go from all this traffic and all these rankings and all these phone calls and leads down to minimally nothing because they didn't take those key things into consideration. So this is the number one mistake we are seeing right now when people are redesigning a website, and I don't want you to make that mistake yourself.